Okay guys, June favorites. I cannot believe that May, June has come and gone. I have beauty products, clothes, jewelry, home products. I'm really excited for the home products section. I'm gonna save that for last because I got some really cute, like one-of-a-kind, handcrafted, super vintage stuff. I'm excited to share with you guys. Starting with sunscreen. I have two picks. So my first one is the xoxo sunscreen. It is SPF 25. The reason why I like this so much is because it never irritates me. It never breaks me out. It makes my foundation go on super dewy on top. So if you like a dewy look, I feel like you would like the xoxo one. But if you prefer a more matte look, go for the elf skin one. It's also gonna be a lot less expensive. I literally think this is $60. I think this might be like $4 or $5. But if you like something that's water resistant, has a little more SPF, this one has 35 and is like pretty much undetectable on the skin. Like I'm wearing it right now and it's not oily, it's not greasy. Look, it's completely matte. I don't feel anything on my skin. Go for this one if you want something a little bit more matte. But for me, like I love this because when I put my BB cream on top of this, it just gives me such a nice glow. The smell of it is kind of like a spa vibe. So I like putting this on in the morning. It's the first thing that I do when I wake up. My skin looks hydrated and really fresh and really even. So I am obsessed. These are my top two favorite picks for SPF for the summer. For mascara, I only have one pick and it is the Dior Show. I mean, it's like, it's not actually gray, it's black. It just looks really crazy. Even though this tube was literally $40 Canadian. Guys, this thing is expensive, but it's worth it. This is my second tube and I went back for more. It gives my lashes a beautiful volume and curl, and it holds a curl all day, and it's super buildable. So you can go light, and I'm actually wearing it now, and this is just like a very light coat. But if you want more, oh my gosh, the volume that it gives you is it's insane. It doesn't flake throughout the day, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't move, it doesn't budge, but it's just nice. It's like a little luxury product that you put in your purse, take out, you do your little lashes. Like it feels cute and good and just like a nice little treat to yourself. You're not just paying for the name brand with this, you're actually paying for a really, really good product. Speaking of name brand, I have something else. This is a Prada foundation and it performs super well. It's pretty much undetectable on the skin. It's like a second skin. I have a whole video reviewing just like the Prada line. I will link it right here if you guys are interested. It includes eyeshadows and lipsticks. It's undetectable to the eye. You cannot tell that you're wearing foundation. It is like a second skin, guys. It doesn't crease. I hate when foundations kind of like bunch up in my smile lines or my wrinkles. I really like that it's not overly dewy, it's not overly matte. It is just this like perfect skin-like finish. Probably one of the better foundations that's launched this year. I'm not a self-tanning type of a girl. I am not. I saw this girl on TikTok contouring her face with self-tanner and I was like, wow, that's genius. So I ordered this. This is the Baddest Express Tanning Mousse. You can leave it on for 10 minutes up to, I think, an hour plus. The longer you leave it on, of course, the deeper you get. But the reason why I like this so much is because it's so natural. It's not too orange and it's not muddy. It's just this like really realistic looking tan that you definitely would get from the sun. But usually I just put it all over my face and it hides my dark circles. It makes the redness in my skin look a lot more airbrushed and even. Now, one word of caution, the first day you're gonna be looking a little weird. And the reason is because it will kind of like sink into your pores. So if you, like everyone has pores. So if you have like even small pores, you'll start to see like brown dots. All you have to do is put foundation over top and you're good to go. You just have to exfoliate as best as you can and then sleep it off, and then day 2 you're looking absolutely flawless and you're good to go for maybe like a week or so, maybe even more. So it's long lasting. This is amazing. I've talked about this on my channel before in a roundup of the best foundations that you can find at the drugstore, and this is the Maybelline Dream BB Fresh. It just looks like your skin is really hydrated, super plumped. This makes your skin look radiant and juicy and hydrated and fresh. I have this in the shade 120 medium sheer, and what I've noticed is that as I've gotten more dark or more fair, this does kind of adjust to my skin tone. When I was reading the claims, it said that it did that, and I was like, I didn't buy it, but I can definitely attest to that. It hides your redness, it hides your dark circles, it pretty much hides everything. It just makes it look like you're wearing this gorgeous moisturizer and that your skin is just like perfect on its own. Anyone that's watching that's oily skin, do you guys like BB creams? How do you feel about them? Is it too oily for you guys? Let me know. Okay guys, remember this? This is Freck. Everyone used to use this for their freckles way back in the day, but I repurchased it because I found a really cool way to use it. I like using it to line my lips. Now I know like lip stains are really popular right now. This gives you such full control, so I want you guys to see this. And it's really nice for overlining the lips as well because it just stays all day. It's really hard to do in the, let me do in the mirror and I'll come back. Okay, right? And then I'll just blend it out. And so now I have lip liner that's gonna stay on for the rest of the day. No matter what I eat, no matter what I drink, like this is on. I don't want to come to work with like an overlined lip and then leave without one. You know what I mean? It's nice for everything to just like stay on for the whole day. You'll just have to make sure that you wash your hands because this will stain. I feel like we're jumping around here a little bit, but that's okay. So the next foundation that I really love is this Pretty Fresh foundation. Kind of similar to the BB cream that we just talked about because it's like fresh, but this is a little different because it has less dew and more coverage. And it's so comfortable on the skin. This is something that I keep in my top drawer because I'm always reaching for it. I have full trust in this foundation because I put this on in the morning and it's still looking good at night. So if you're dry skin or normal skin, I feel like you'd really love this. It's inexpensive too. You can get this like at Ulta and it's like 16 bucks or something. Nails. So I'm like on and off with nails. Sometimes I love them, sometimes I just don't wear them. And I definitely haven't put like acrylic or like gel nails on or extensions or anything like that in a million years. But what I have been using is the Glamnetic nails. The trick with this is that you have to really press them on for a long time for them to stay, but once you do get them locked in, you've got them for like 2 weeks. So that's like pretty much an acrylic nail for $20. No, I feel like these are like $11 or $14 or something. They're really inexpensive. And sometimes fake nails, they're just too wide. Like if you have a nail bed that is pretty skinny or pretty small, these are really good because they're really thin and like really delicate and dainty. So if you always find that like the thumb especially is too wide on the drugstore nails that you're buying, Glamnetic is good because the cut of their nails are just perfect and skinny and thin. These are in the style Madame, but they also have some pretty trend forward styles, glazed donut type nails that people are really liking, like really frosted nude. They have more bold shades, like colorful patterns. So there's a lot to choose from. Do you guys see that little white fleck? That's like pretty much all the damage it did. It didn't lift too much of the nail. It didn't dry them out so that they're cracking and breaking and they just can't grow out. These look really cute for 2 weeks, and then if you're over them, you can toss them and your nails are just as they were when you started. I'm obsessed with this. Who here is a traveler? I always find it stressful when I'm like, what's the allowance here? Is it 100 milliliters times 5? If you don't want to worry about how much allowance you can take onto a plane when you're traveling, this is the perfect little collection. So this is the Aesop. I don't remember exactly the name of this travel collection. I'm gonna put it here because I just forget. There's like Amsterdam. Oh, I think it's Amsterdam. Oh no, Tokyo? I'm not really sure, but there's a bunch to choose from depending on what your needs are. The one that I chose is like the perfect travel mix. So you get a bunch of minis, and yes, they're totally taking you. You get taken for sure because you're getting a bunch of minis and it's like $60, but it's okay. It's a little luxury when you're traveling. As long as you're aware that you're being taken, then you're not really being taken. You're willingly participating. This is the body cleanser. It's got like a beautiful leafy tangerine scent. This is a tea balancing toner. It comes with a shampoo, which is super handy because sometimes the hotel shampoos that they give you is like, my hair is not touching that with a 10-foot pole. It comes with a mouthwash, and I think my favorite part of this is the toothpaste because it's got this like beautiful, fresh flavor, but it's not minty. It's really different. I think I'm gonna buy the full size of this when I run out of this. You get a face cleanser, which does a really good job of removing all your makeup. You also get conditioner, body balm, and then lastly, you get the Camellia Nut Facial Hydrating Cream. People apparently put this on as a mask as they're flying to keep their skin nice and moisturized. By the time they land, their skin is like in a good place. The reason that people like to use this for that purpose is because you can't really tell that it's a face mask, it's just clear. So this is something that can like work for you as you're sleeping on the plane, and then when you get off, your skin's looking and feeling good. But yeah guys, super expensive for what it is, but if you have a little money to blow and you're just like, I want to treat myself, I want to feel good when I'm traveling, I think it's worth it. Because honestly guys, like I travel so much that just throwing things in my suitcase, it just feels disorganized. And so it's a nice little treat to feel like, okay, I know everything that I need is in my little black case. Definitely something that I've been using and abusing over the past couple months. Last Aesop product, you'd think I'd be a shareholder by this point. I've been using this maybe for the past 2 years. There's a lot of product in here. It's really beautiful. But the thing is guys, like this is, I want to say like $120. I don't know, it's expensive. So I'm like, okay, I still want to like have that experience, and I love the fragrances from Aesop. So I decided to get this, which is actually $40, and this doubles as a hydrator and a body massage oil. For me, like, my feet are so tight, like especially my ankles, so I will just take a little bit of this in between my hands and just rub my Achilles heel, the balls of my feet, and it just feels so good. You don't get the same kind of like slip and kind of like glide that you do with this. Even though this is like a beautiful cream, this is a lot better just to like work that tension out while hydrating at the same time. So in my opinion, I feel like this is better. It's kind of like a more versatile product. And this is called the Geranium Leaf Hydrating Body Treatment. It smells really beautiful. So I think that's pretty much it for beauty. And I guess let's move on to, wait, there's one more thing. You're like, what are you showing me? This is a brush that I use in the shower. If you guys have ingrown hair and you've maybe like tried everything, this is it. This is what you need. I had these like little red bumps on my thighs. I started using this, and the thing that I love about this, guys, is this. You can use this for your back if you have like back knee or whatever, and you maybe you have back knee, I don't know, and you just gotta like get in those areas. This is perfect for that. But this is kind of weird when you start getting into like the leg territory. It's just kind of like an awkward length. So this is so good because you can just pop this off, put your hand in, and scrub. If I scrub kind of like mildly hard enough, the next day my ingrown hairs are gone. I had a different one before this that didn't have this plastic thing. It got moldy. So this is good. They really thought this through, and it looks really pretty when hung like in my shower. Okay, let's move on to hair. Look at my slicked back hair right now. This would not have been made possible without this brush. If you guys are using like a comb or even a brush that has bristles like this, it's not going to be like as flawless and slicked back. This is the type of brush that you need. It's probably a couple bucks on Amazon or in your drugstore, but because the bristles are so close together, it's going to really smooth everything out if you're looking for a slicked back ponytail. Which, by the way, guys, I did this ponytail with this. I use Got To Be gel, but then by the end of the day, it's so painful. And then I try to like take my hair out and sleep in it, but it's really uncomfortable because it feels crunchy. But I also don't want to shower and wash. Well, I want to shower every day, but I don't want to wash my hair every single day because it's bad for it. So this is like this perfect in between where it's like not painful to the scalp or to the hair. You can sleep in it and then you can do it all again the next day. Whereas like with actual gel, if you want to wear a slicked back hairstyle every single day, you have to wash in between. And if you have to straighten your hair to do that, it's just a lot of work. This is great. This is basically just Vaseline healing jelly. And then the other brush that I really love is this one. So this one was sent to me. Okay, so I was on the hunt for a brush that's not boar bristle because that's sad for the boars, and I don't imagine that the boars are just sitting there for a haircut. I feel like they probably have to kill the boar in order to make the brush. So that made me sad, and I didn't want to participate in a boar bristle hairbrush, but I did want to participate in a brush that has natural fibers to it so that it can move your hair oils, your scalp oils throughout your hair. That's really important if you want to get like a really shiny hair shaft, because plastic won't get you there. But because these bristles are wood, this is gonna move your natural hair oils throughout your hair to avoid having to wash your hair so much. So if you're the type of person that washes your hair maybe like 2 or 3 times a week, this is gonna be perfect for you. This handle is made of wood. Paddle itself is really wide, maybe like 6 strokes and I'm done. So if you have a lot of hair, if you have thick hair, this is gonna be perfect for you. Like, look how shiny. Well, this adds shine for sure, but you know what else adds shine? This. So guys, this is the Way Hair Glass. When this came out, people were trolling this because they're like, okay, it's a conditioner. If you dye your hair, or if you find that the older you've gotten, your hair just isn't as shiny as when you were a kid, this is so good for that. As soon as I dyed my hair, I was so annoyed because I was like, whoa, my hair is so dull. No matter what product I was using, I could not find a way to get it to be like shiny. It would just kind of go back to like a normal stasis. Does that make sense? But this is the only thing that actually got it past the point of normal to like actual shininess. Moving on to jewelry. Okay guys. Oh, I forgot one hair product. Okay, we'll do that later. I got this dome ring and it just makes your finger look so dainty. I'm obsessed with it. This is in the size 5 and I got this. I feel like this is so cool. It's just kind of like got a little bit of edge. It has this kind of like organic feel, and if you're feeling kind of like a little bit more like expressive with it, you can wear it like this, or if you want to be more formal, you can wear it like this. So it's kind of versatile. I really like this. And then I have another one on the way from Steph Elioff, which is going to go on this one, and I'm excited, but it's going to go here, and these are sterling silver. I actually never talk about home things on my channel, but I really feel proud of the things that I have in my house. So I got this from an LA retailer. It is an ancient Turkish vase. I love this thing. I'm like, echo. I could kind of like hear my voice echoing in here. Look at the organic shape of it. It's like bulbous at the bottom, and then it's got like these beautiful different tones to it. I'm gonna link their site down below. They have limited drops. Look at the difference between this and this. One is just like, they're both pretty rustic, but they have a different feel to them. This one is a little bit more just symmetrical, clean lines, whereas this one just feels more organic. So it just depends what you're going for. This one's Moroccan, I believe. This one's Turkish, I think. I'm not sure. But if you're more interested in this type of like a clean look for your house, this was from an Etsy seller, which I will link as well. Speaking of Etsy, I got this beautiful stool that I put in my shower. I'm gonna get it for you. How cute is this? Sometimes I sit on it to shave my legs, or just to feel cute, you know? But this was like a milk crate, I think they call it. You guys don't even know what I've been through. I no longer had storage in my phone, and so now the lighting is gonna look a little bit different. Look at this beautiful stool. It is so just like rustic. Makes for a nice decorative item, and also something functional for like your keys, a candle, something cute. If you have a place that's like a little bit more modern and you want some rustic touches, this is a really nice place to start. Okay, let's talk about night routine. So I use this every night before I go to bed. I put it in the microwave for 5 minutes, put it under my covers, do my ablutions, and then by the time I come back into my bed, it is warm and waiting for me. Then I put it on my chest and it knocks me out. Just the weight of it is so perfect, and it's warm and cozy. If you have period cramps or if you have trouble falling asleep, this is perfect to just get you in a calm space. And I do find that when I have period cramps, this makes a massive difference. Moving on to books. Okay, so this book by Sue Monk Kidd, kind of historical fiction, a little bit imaginative about Jesus Christ's wife. And if you are a feminist, if you are someone who appreciates women, I mean, like, who doesn't? We're beautiful specimens. This book is for you. It's so touching, it's so heartwarming, it's so spiritual, definitely a coming of age. This is also another amazing book. This is called In Each Other's Care by Stan Totkin. I mean, the amount of highlighting, not in that page apparently, but the amount of highlighting that I did in this book, it teaches you so well how to communicate. It teaches you how to find fixes in intimate relationships. It gives you scenarios of common issues that would happen in a relationship, like fights over money, fights over friends, fights over attention, whatever those arguments or issues are. And it gives you a solve in terms of communication and how each party should kind of react. So this is really lovely to go through with your partner if they're open and willing. This is something that has made me grow, and I can see it in my relationships, not just, you know, like intimately, but also with my friends and at work. So this is a really good one if you're interested in communication, or maybe you're having some rocky times in your relationship and you want to get to a better place. This is going to help you grow so much. So guys, this is called In Each Other's Care, Stan Totkin. He has interviews, he has podcasts, he has a whole other books. This guy's a genius. He knows what he's talking about. Some people get to like the end of their life and they still don't know how to communicate and how to make a relationship work. So if you're not trying to be in that camp, and if you're trying to be someone who can make an intimate relationship work and open yourself up, this is a beautiful place to start. I have two things when it comes to fashion. The thing that I love about kind of just like basic pieces is you can throw them on. You don't have to think anything of it. You still look classy, you still look put together. So if you're someone that goes into the office, or you're finding yourself on Zoom and you want to make sure that everything from like here and down is professional, these Ginse cashmere sweaters, because it's got like a square neck, it's just chic. I bought a whole set like this and I wear it every single night. I like to be super cozy, so if you also like to be super cozy, but you like find that you feel sticky or you find that you're too hot, somehow this cashmere material, just as pajamas, I know it's a little bougie, but it makes your sleep better because you're the perfect temperature at night. My sleeps have just gotten so much better. So it's funny, I like change out of my cashmere and I change back into my cashmere because this and a navy blue one are the ones that I wear to work. They're really flattering, perfect for short girls. Yeah, I love this and I have so many of these. This is such a good purchase. So these are the Viva, I think. These are the Viva sandals. I think this is like a cocoa brown, but it comes in like a tan, it comes in black. And yeah, they're perfect like south of France, like Italy. You know what I mean? Just like linen. I just feel like really chic when I wear these and put it with like a more put together outfit. And then these, it just like makes it look effortless, but also put together at the same time. There's actually, you guys, the erraticness of this video, there's actually one more home item that I forgot to mention. This is a candle that you can find at Target. When I say this has probably lasted me 6 days collectively, 8 hours, 6 days collectively, and I'm still not done. It has 3 wicks and it makes my entire house smell gorgeous. This is like a rose cedar. It smells totally of rose. It's really feminine, it's really warm, it's really beautiful. It has a crackling sound, so it's really nice and relaxing before you go to bed. For some reason, I have other candles from Target and I could smell it at first and then immediately I go nose blind. I love it. Oof, it's so good. I'll link everything down below if you're interested, but other than that, guys, thank you for watching and I will see you guys in the next one.